Hi, Marshall Creek Baptist Church family. We're coming to you with another video again, and we're looking forward at some point to regather, and that's actually going to happen soon. On June the 7th, we're going to do that, and we're wanting to just emphasize it's regathering. Remember, the church never closed, and that's the awesome thing about this. It's just regathering, and we're going to do that. We've been looking over guidelines that have been given to us, and information, and leadership has been talking, and we've been praying, and we are going to go forward with regathering as a church on Sunday, June 7th. And as we do that, you may notice and may hear that I am outside doing this. So actually, that's what we're going to do as a church. We're going to meet outside on Sunday, June 7th, and we're going to do that at 9 a.m. I know traditionally we have worship time at 10:30, but we're going to change that, and we're going to move everything up to 9 a.m. on Sunday, June 7th. Now with that, it's only worship. We're not going to have Sunday school, Bible study on Sunday morning. We're not going to have any coffee time, any meet and greet type of time, any nursery, any children's worship, anything along those lines. It'll just be on Sunday, June 7th at 9 a.m. It'll just be a time of worship. So here's how this is going to look. Here's what it's going to look like, how we're going to do this. As you pull into the parking lot, as you know, we have a long parking lot. There's a portico drive-through area as you pull up on the fellowship hall. What we're going to do is we're going to utilize that area, not just underneath it, but the whole area where some of us park, that part right there, right directly off of the fellowship hall, we're going to utilize that as a place to sit and meet and worship. And as we do that, we need you to spread out. We need you to bring a chair to sit in, come with your family, and we need you to practice, and we'll talk about this in a minute, continue with the social distancing. We really have to emphasize that. We need you to do that. As you spread out, just remember, when you come in, I know some of us park right near in that area, or we'll drop somebody off. What we need you to do is, from where the sanctuary starts going north, so that's back up the road, Marshall Creek Road, we need you to park your cars. I realize we may have to park, kind of double park if you will, but that's where we need you to park your cars, from the area of the sanctuary door going north of Marshall Creek Road there. That's what we need you to do. We ask you to sit with the family that you actually live in your home with. No handshaking, no hugs, no anything like that. Please wave, say hi to people and stuff, but nothing along those lines. What is going to happen is Tina and I, Tina's leading music, Tina and I are going to be up by the fellowship hall doors, and we're going to have sound set up. We're going to have that. JR is getting that taken care of, and that's where we're going to be. So from there, going back out into what would be the parking area, that's where we need you to spread out. Again, you need to bring your own chair. There will be no chairs available. We need you to do that as you come there and sit out. There will be no offering plates passed. What we will do is have a designated area, and many of you have been faithful in doing this already, is in giving an offering where we can just drop it as we leave or as we arrive. We'll have a designated place where we can just drop that offering. So the plate is not passed, so it's not being touched by multiple people. Now here's some of the housekeeping things, if you will. We are going to be outside for at least a week or two and see how that all goes. On the sanctuary, in the sanctuary area, is the only bathrooms that will be available. The door will be open there at the sanctuary at the very back. That's the only bathrooms. There's a men and women's. It's a single place bathroom. And afterwards, those will be cleaned and everything. We ask you do not go into any other part of the building other than the bathroom area if you must. If you can avoid having to use any of that, that would be great. But if you must, that's the only place. Don't go into the sanctuary itself, the other parts of the building, so we can keep with the social distancing and keep everything clean as best as possible. Also, please, if you would go into the building, again, that's, try to stay out of any other of the other places, because we're not having Sunday school or anything along those lines. Here's some other things. If you feel the need to wear a mask, then we ask you to wear a mask. Other than when I'm preaching, there's probably a good possibility that myself and Amy will be wearing a mask. if you feel the need to do that, then we welcome you to do that. There's no no reason not to. If you think, oh, that's not something I need to do, then that's okay. But we are respecting those who are and respecting those who are not. We also ask you that if you've been sick recently, if you have concerns that you could be sick, please don't show up. We want to be gathered together with you in worship, but please err on the side of caution and don't show up. We again ask about the social distancing just with the people that are in your household. That doesn't mean you can't say hi to each other again, but please, no hugging, no shaking of hands, things along those lines. Also, we ask you to, once everything is done, once you come together, try to spread out as best as you can. Once you come together, we've worshiped, we've had some music, we've had a time, and we close. I ask you to just pick up your chairs and go back to your cars. I know it's not the traditional thing that we're used to, or maybe we even always want, but we're still able to gather together and worship. Again, the church was never closed. We're regathering together to worship, and it's all about worshiping God. And that's what we want to do. So as we pack up and we go and we think about the next Sunday, just be in prayer about all this as we move forward, as we seek God's will, as we desire to honor Him in all that we're doing with this. I also want you to know, for those who are unable to be there, those who know that there's not going to be anything for the children, those who just are not comfortable yet really getting out and about, even though some of these things have been, the restrictions have been lifted some and everything along those lines. What we're going to do is we're going to post the message still online. So you still have that opportunity. And we've had a lot of good feedback from those messages that have been posted online, because people are hearing God's word and lives are being changed. And that's what we want to continue to do. So like I said, we're going to be outside Sunday, June 7th at 9 a.m. Not 9:30, not 10:30. Sunday, June 7th at 9 a.m. We may do it for a couple weeks, see how things go. Our ultimate goal is hopefully soon we can move at least into the fellowship hall, and there's still a lot of talks involved with that and prayer to see how that's all going to work out. But Sunday, June 7th at 9 a.m. at Marshall Creek Baptist Church, we're going to be outside. Again, bring your chair, practice social distancing. We're going to keep it as safe as possible, and we look forward to just being with you and having a time of worship and having a time of fellowship in the safest way, in the way that can honor God the most. So if you have any questions about it, you can send me a message. You can ask about that. But we're going to post this message online. We're also going to send those who are in the church Facebook. You'll be able to see it there. It's going to go on YouTube, and then we'll also send it as a text message so people can then go to it and view it who are in that group for the church. So we do appreciate your time. We look forward to gathering together this coming Sunday, the 31st. It'll still be all online, but come June 7th, barring some unforeseen thing, our desire and our plan is to come together, regather together to worship on Sunday, June 7th at 9 a.m. We look forward to seeing you there. Be in prayer about that time, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.